I want to show you a project I've been working on for playing Pathfinder 2 and tracking encounters. Some friends and I recently started Pathfinder 2 for the first time, and we wanted some tools online that we could use because we're going to be playing online together. And we searched around and tried to figure out what were the best things for us to use, and we wanted some things that were relatively simple and quick to use. And so we decided the pf2.tools character sheet was the best thing for us. We really liked how it was laid out and how it worked. Really cool, awesome tool. And it was nice that you can do rolls quickly and add things easily with the import function. That was all really nice. And so we all created characters and we started playing, and it was good. But one thing that was kind of detracting from the gameplay, or at least slowing things down, was managing encounters. And so I wanted something that would interface with our character sheets and make that easier and kind of remove some of the tedium that the DM has to do, or the GM. So here's an example of a Goblins campaign that we did. When you first come into a campaign, you can give it a name and a description, and you can add some characters. And so here are some characters that I've already added. And here's an example character that I want to add. So this might be what the player is looking at. And once he's created his character sheet, they can set it to public, and they can send the URL, and the GM or whoever can add in the URL. Now we have this player added, and then they can click this button to add that player card to the encounter. One thing that Rita might want to do is set a custom avatar for herself. So she's found this image that she likes, and she can just take the image URL and double click on her player icon, paste that in, and now that's saved for her character. One thing that the GM might want to do is quickly add a monster or creature to an encounter at any point in time, so they can do that with this button. So this is a bestiary. It's using the bestiary 1 and 2 books. You can search through here or filter by level and things like that. So you can scroll through, you can sort by level. You can just find cool stuff you want. When you found something that you do want to add to an encounter, you can edit its stats. I plan on adding some buttons to make a creature weak or elite, but you can do that manually if you want. So if you want to edit its HP or edit its AC, you can do that, and you can just click add to encounter, and this guy is here and he's ready to go. Also, Ivan from Easy Tool showed me how to look things up. So you can click on that button and it'll automatically look up that creature, or at least search for it for you. So you can have this kind of docked window. You can use his awesome roll check, which is also something I plan on adding on my side of things, but you can roll things if you need to. You can see all of the creature's skills and abilities. That's all right there for you to use. If you did want to look up something, this docked window is always here. So if I wanted to know what Barkskin does, I can type that in, find the spell, see what it does, and I'm not having to manage multiple windows and tabs. So that's also kind of nice. So now we've got a creature in here. Another thing I wanted to kind of relieve the GM of having to do is figuring out turn order and managing that. So this button right now will roll perception for everyone and automatically sort by what they rolled. So I can hit that, and that happens. You can sort randomly if you want. I plan on adding a drop down for other stats if you did want to roll by something else, but right now perception is usually the main thing that you're going to be doing. So you can just hit that and have your turn order sorted for you. And then once the encounter starts, you can hit the play button, and I'll show you what the players see. So this is the DM view. You can hide players. And this is what the player would see by default. If something happens to them, you want the players to be able to know that. You can type that in, and they'll see that update as well. If you want to show the HP of the monster, you can uncheck that box, and now they can see the AC or the HP. I might make it so that you can also do that for AC or other things, but for now, you can of course just type in what it is for them to see it. So the players see whose turn it is by the flashing border. You can change to the next person. They can keep track of their actions, or you can set their actions for them once they've done things. And when it's done, you or them can click next, and it'll go to the next turn. The last thing I've been working on is creating an encounter builder, so you can create preset encounters that you've planned ahead of time. So we can take a look at that. You can select from things that you've already made to edit them, or we can create a new encounter. So that's created. I can view the bestiary again to find things that I want. You can add several of these guys in. If you change their HP in here, they'll have a new HP there. Plan on adding it so that you can edit this stuff once it's been added. And so now we've created an encounter, or a list of encounters. When or if the players get to that encounter, you can just click load encounter, find it, load it. Those monsters are in there. Hit roll perception, start the encounter. If you guys, and you can also, if you wanted to, you can select one of these cards and move things around manually. If there was a special turn order, if somebody was going to go first or something like that, you can do that as well. If Rita, for example, takes damage in her player card, she takes 5 damage, her hit points have updated, you can click refresh and it'll pull in that new data from what happened. So that's everything I got right now. I plan on figuring out how to publish this soon and make it available to you guys. Unfortunately, it's not ready to be shared quite yet, but I'm almost there. But I wanted to get feedback and see what you guys thought about it, if this is something that you guys might be interested in using. You can find more information about its current status, or if it's published, at nullstack.io. And I look forward to hearing what you think. Thanks.